Hey YouTubers, it's Tony with Mayberry Mini Trucks. Today is Saturday, February 17th, 2024. And today we're doing a video of some trucks that just came in. You may be able to see them in the background. And here comes somebody. This is Hannah. And Hannah is coming. Oh, and Justin. Justin's in here too. So I'd like to introduce you guys to Hannah and Justin. So, and Tatum is back there. So Tatum is actually our Mayberry Mini Trucks mascot. Oh, he's a little unhappy. Do you mind being videoed? Because I can hit the stop button. Oh, good, good. All right. Well, guys, it's good to see you, and thank you for being part of the Mayberry Mini Trucks video today. Good to see you. Bye, guys. Tatum's Tatum's too young to know what's going on. All right, so let's get started. This is a KS4, a Subaru Sandar. There we go, which is a four-wheel drive Subaru. Oh, that's the kiss of death right there. Okay, so now the perimeter looked beautiful, and now we're gonna look for any uh, any dings from this angle. This is actually a better angle. And there is one pending right there, extremely small. I need to stop saying that because I have a customer who said, hey, look, you know, I notice once in a while you miss a ding, and I don't want to say that and be misunderstood as using this in a pejorative sense. I really appreciate the feedback I get, and I mean that completely. Uh, and because he said, "Hey, you miss. There's a scratch right there," and and it really does help me to know that because two sets of eyes are always better than one. Ding, ding. Beautiful, beautiful tires. Those are super, super nice. Nice, nice. Now, looking down this side, we have a scratch or a scrape, but it's not impressed. It did not depress the metal, but it has been touched up. Maybe a mark there. Now let's look under the bed mat. We do have a Subaru battery cover, which is pretty cool. All right, so this is just surface rusted here. That's all that is, and that's surface rust there, where the bed was simply used. And I can see this person was a painter. Neat. Oh, look at that. Huh. I wonder if that's metric. No. That is cool. All right, now here we have the engine cover. This is like gold. You do not want to lose that. There we go. So the engine cover looks good. It's scuffed, but not beat up. So that's important. Now let's look at the tailgate. The tailgate actually is in really good shape. Um, this is a drip of paint, scuff, just a little pine needle there. Probably from Japan. Well, it might be from Florida. Um, paint mark. paint. Now, let's look at this bedside. This has paint, little scuff. This is just like specks of oil or something. Paint mark. Now let's look underneath. Ooh, looks good under there. Looks good under there too. So this is the painter's truck. Scratches, which have rusted on the headache rack. And this door coming down is looking really good. I don't see any dings. Nice. Okay, now let's come around. I'm only going to do 2 trucks. Wait. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm going to do 2 trucks because I only have time to do 2. And then tomorrow I'll do 6. And that will conclude this shipment. Nice. I've got another 10 at my guy's place. Boy, nice looking seat. 42,275. So that's like 26,000 original miles. Good looking headliner. Ooh, I believe that must go like that. Cool. Oh man, all these little treasures. Nice. 5-speed, 4-wheel drive. Very, very nice. Good looking interior. Next, Subaru Sandar. There's the VIN number. And here is the perimeter of the windshield. Looks good. Just a little fleck of the gasket taken out is it totally inconsequential. Boy, the front of this is absolutely gorgeous. So pretty. No dings at all. And this is the door post or pillar. And now we want to look down this side. Oh, that's Chris. Chris helped me build my house. He and I got together for 5.5 years every day after work and Sunday or Saturday, and we built all the buildings you see here with lumber that we cut off the land. And man, oh man, the things. When you're young, you think anything is possible, and it generally is, because you just are too much of a novice to realize what you're biting off. And when you're at the point, when you're at the point of no return, you don't have a choice. You got to keep going. And that's what I did. I built my house, and I'm a stockbroker, and I didn't know how to build a house. And my motto in life is ready, fire, aim. And it always, always gets me in that kind of position. Where, and so I'm like, man, I don't know how to build a house. And I told my wife, it usually takes people 90 days to build their own house, but I'm not in the business. So it might take me 120. And she's like, oh, okay. And boy, oh boy, that looks good. That's really nice. And so, I mean, that looks beautiful. And so it just has, spot welds. So I had to find some land. And so I put an ad in the paper, wanted land to build a home and raise my family. That's what it said. And it cost me $7. put the ad in the paper, and this old man reading the classifieds on Sunday morning saw that ad. And long story short, boy, this bed's beautiful. This is a 3.5 washer truck. One, or 3 3/4. 2, 3 3/4. Um, and we came to an agreement. One ding. I mean, I didn't have as much money. I mean, I didn't have enough to buy it. So he said, I'll finance what you don't have, 6% simple interest. And I did. Boy, is that beautiful, guys. Got one ding right there. And so I bought the land, and I told my wife, all right, honey, I'm going to start building the house. I didn't even know what pulling a permit was, let alone how to frame out a wall. And I wanted it a log home. And I thought, oh, cypress is nice. I'll go with cypress logs. Look how pretty that is. And so I told the company, we got a ding there. I want a log home, and I want it to be cypress. And they're like, okay. And then we've got a crease there and there. Very slight, that one. That one's a little more pronounced. And so I got the logs and started, digging the basement. I'm like, oh, I can't dig this basement. So I had to hire somebody with a track loader. And he dug the basement. And then he's like, well, who's doing your footers and your plumbing? And I'm like, well, I'm not sure. And so that's how I did it. Just like, next step. And talk about baptism by fire. But it was the ready, fire, aim approach that I took that caused me to learn. I had no choice. I had to, or else the whole thing would just utterly fail. And then I met this guy named Chris, the guy in that truck that just drove by earlier. And I said, hey, do you know how to build a house? He's like, well, yeah. And I said, would you work with me to build this house? He's like, sure. And so we started, and my wife's like, so patient. She never, ever, one single time said, well, aren't you done yet? She never said that. And that really did help me a lot. Yeah, fire truck. And that took the pressure off of me. I didn't feel like I had to. That's nice. And so every day, Chris and I would meet. This is separated here. That could be reconnected. If you had a curved needle, you could draw that back together because it's not really torn. Now that does have a side split there and a separation there also. And so 50,000, 335, 5-speed, extra low first gear, beautiful truck. And so and there is a star right there, and that's from the vinyl, just heat cold, heat cold, heat cold. Um, Beautiful truck. Not a unicorn, but nice. Looks like we also have a little crease there. And I think I saw something else. Yeah, here's a ding and a ding. So 5.5 years later, we're done with the house, and we moved in. And I'm telling you, for those of you who hire a contractor or just buy a house that's already built, there's a lot to be said about that. Because the house is done professionally, but or you just buy a house and you move right in. And so there's my story. I feel old now because all my kids are grown up, And my last one moved out, Josh. He's in NC State, wanting to be a large animal veterinarian. And we moved our family out here so they could learn, where food comes from. We raised cows and pigs and chickens, and we had honeybees and a huge garden. My kids thought it was like slave labor. They're like, "Is this even legal? What we have to do?" And but now they're like, "Hey, thanks for teaching us how to work." So anyway, enough nostalgic reminiscing. Thank you for watching our video of our 2 trucks. We're going to go ahead and finish the remaining 6 trucks in the morning. And Mayberry Mini Trucks does use full synthetic oil to change the oil on these. Air filter, oil filter. We check all the other fluids, the front diff, the rear diff, the transmission, the transfer case, the antifreeze in the radiator, and the brake fluid. And if the battery's bad, we replace it. If the alternator doesn't charge, we deal with it. If the clutch isn't any good, we replace that. The pressure plate and the throwout bearing. We make sure the truck runs well and has good power. So I also got the law passed. I hope you know. I'm not bragging, but I did. We got the law passed in North Carolina, making mini trucks street legal. And so, hats off to Sarah Stevens, Deanna Ballard, and Governor Cooper for helping us make that possible. And so you will receive a clear title, and that title will be no extra charge. We don't charge any extra fees at all. I really, really like doing business that way. Just saying, here's the price, and we get nice stuff. We're really, really picky about what we import because we want to run a tight ship. We want to have good stuff to offer. We have a service department. So if you get in a jam later on, we'll service what we sell. We only service what we sell. So there's no extra fees. So if it says this vehicle $7,800, that's all you pay. That way, there's no dock fee, no tag fee, no title fee, no admin fee, or any of that stuff. And so there you go, guys. And we do deliver. We charge $2.50 per mile one way. So if you're 100 miles away, it's $250 to bring you the truck. And we do ask that you would please subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the notification button and the like button, the thumbs up. And that will help us with our search analytics. And then you'll be notified when we post a video. So guys, please subscribe, thumbs up, and notification. Thank you for watching our video.